Hey guys, the Martini Draft here today, and today we're going to be going through our team builder for the Week 6 battle in the Noob Draft League Glowpoke division. This week our battle is against the Backstreet Booners, coached by Stick. As you can see, they've got their cool little logo there. You might think that the picture looks it's scattered, quite klutzy. That is because there is a lot of big threats on their team that I'm very scared of. Just going to warn you guys, I'm not overly confident about this matchup at all. So we'll start off by going through their team, why don't I? As you're seeing, there's a very big frog right here, Mega Swampert. I know it's a mud skipper, leave me alone. Mega Swampert is scary, very, very scary, because as you can see by this Pokemon, potentially Thunder, yeah, it's a rain team. It's very much so a rain team, which makes it... Oh, wait, nope, don't forget Archaludon. Archaludon's really even worse than Pikachu by quite a bit. So, it's a rain team, and if you know or not, you're going to know now, Mega Swampert has Swift Swim, doubling its speed. That makes it faster than every single one of my Pokemon, other than a Choice Scarfed Kilowattrel, which, fair warning, we're not bringing that because it does no damage to it. So... this thing, major problem, which is why I'm so terrified of it, which is why half my team is prepared for it. Chandelure, right? Chandelure, the main reason it's so small is because it's a rain team and it's a fire type. If it's not bringing Utility Umbrella, it basically can't fire off a fire type attack, so I'm not that worried about it, which is why I've been free to bring some calculations that I normally wouldn't. If a plan goes to plan, then it will become a major problem if it manages to do a certain move that we've got notes on. But I'd hope I wouldn't let it get to that point. Melmetal. Right. Anyone that's played the game or knows what a Melmetal is, knows why this thing is so big. It's a Melmetal. It's a legendary Pokemon, and a scary one at that. It hits very hard and tanks hits. It's slow, but guess what sets up Trick Room? Yay, we're playing with Trick Room again. That's going to end well. So, Melmetal is going to cause problems, potentially. It's run the same thing every week so far, so I won't be surprised if it ran it again. We've got multiple counters to it anyway, so we're good. Next, we've got Galarian Moltres. Do I need to mention scary legendaries again? It's a scary legendary. It hits very hard. This one's a special attacker, though. And its ability Berserk doubles its special attack when it gets to half health, so I really need to one-shot this thing, which I've got a means of doing. The other thing I'm scared of is either Weakness Policy or Nasty Plot stats, which either way I'm planning on outspeed one-shotting it anyway, so it's not that big of an issue. I'm not 100% sure it's coming against us because of Kilowattrel's existence, which, sorry to say this, but Kilowattrel's coming for this. Next we've got Galarian Rapidash. Sorry if I'm talking quite quick. It's just... I don't know why. Okay, I'll try and slow down a little bit. Galarian Rapidash. This thing is bringing Pastel Veil, which off the top of my head I cannot remember what it does. I don't think it's coming against us. It's not come a single match this entire time, sorry. It's not come. I don't think it's going to come. It's a bit of a trash mon. One of my friends was planning on picking it originally. I think he did end up picking this at one point, and it got traded to them. But they dropped it because it's not that good of a Pokemon. It's fast, but not fast enough to deal with me. And it hits hard, but once again, not hard enough to deal with me. Next, we've got Pikachu. It's a Z-Captain. So it can be running something like Catastrophic Pika or something like that. It hits very hard, essentially, and it's pretty fast. It's smaller than it probably should be. That's because I'm not scared of it because it's a Pikachu. I hate Pikachu, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Little rat, which is exactly what it is. Now, Galarian Slowbro. This thing is RNG because, Shell Side Arm. No, Quick Draw. Quick Draw is what we're scared of because of RNG. Shell Side Arm just does a lot of damage. I'm pretty scared of Slowbro. It's just, I'm not that scared of it. I was tempted to run Toxic Spikes at one point, but then I saw this thing and I was like, nah. I just thought, not happening. It's not happening because of poison typing. Next, we'll move on to Decidueye. right? Decidueye is another Z captain that also has a signature Z move with Sinister Arrow Rain. I'm less scared of that than the Pikachu because Sinister Arrow Rain doesn't do a ridiculous amount of damage. But the Decidueye could be annoying. I think it could cause problems. They've run a specific set once, the one time that it's actually hit the field. Archaludon. It's a big Pokemon because it is very scary. If anyone has faced an Archaludon in any tournament, they know full well why I'm scared of this thing, especially when you pair it with the next Pokemon. That thing gets Electro Shot, which means in Rain, it automatically hits. Think Meteor Beam but Electric type and it automatically goes off in Rain. That's what we're dealing with, along with the fact that it's got Stamina, so that its physical defense is just bonkers. Bear in mind it gets Body Press as well, which is even better. Not. And Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse, pair that with a really powerful special attack stat, really good bulk, can even run speed sometimes. This thing's going to be a menace through and through, which is why I've had to bring a couple counters to it. Next, we got Politoed. This thing's a Rain Setter. This thing will 90% of the time, Politoed is their lead here. They always lead Politoed. They've got no reason not to. They need Rain Up. And if not, then they'll just switch. They'll just lead Politoed and switch. Because Drizzle and... Because abilities like Drizzle, Snow Warning, Sandstream, and... What's it called? Off the top of my head, I cannot remember what it is called. But Drought, that's what it's called. Abilities that automatically set up Sun are something I do not like to deal with, but I'm going to have to deal with it because Politoed exists. Liepard, you might look at it and think, oh, this thing's going to be weak. No, not really. It's fast-ish, and it hits reasonably hard, base 88 in each of its attacking stats. It could potentially be running Thunder as well, which is not fun. Don't want to deal with that cat. But I'm not going to talk much more about that, and you might be wondering why Fion is so big, because it's a Fion. Hydration, it's a rain Pokemon, I had to make it bigger. Its surfs could cause me minor inconveniences. It's probably not going to be coming into play that much. Don't expect too much of it, but potentially something. Ignore that. These are the notes that I've got from previous weeks. Week 1 was a loss to them. Week 2 was a loss to them. Week 3 they never played. I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure it was just an FFW for someone. Week 4 they won. Week 5 they won. So now I'll get into the notes. They led with Mega Swampert, surprisingly, leading with a Rain Dance and then going immediately for a Power-Up Punch. Swampert died there, immediately. It got one Power-Up Punch off and then got freeze-dried by, I believe, an Iron Bundle. Assault Vest Melmetal, Earthquake Melmetal, unsurprising. They're running the same thing every time. Decidueye with its Z-move, Sinister Arrow Rain. Trick Room Chandelier is something I'm a little bit worried about because of that match, but I don't think they'll bring it. Nasty Plot, Citrus Berry, Moltres, unsurprising, it's your typical Moltres set. We'll move straight on to week 2. Politoed lead. That's going to become quite the theme. Ice Beam, unsurprising. Ice Punch on Melmetal, not overly surprising. Counter on Politoed is something you will also see to be quite a recurring thing that is very annoying to team build for, because now all my counters to Politoed are special attackers. Assault Vest Melmetal, Earthquake Melmetal, no surprises. Pikachu with its Z-move, Catastrophico or something. Sorry, I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce it, since it's not going to come back up. Power-Up Punch Swampert. We saw it last game. Boosts its physical attack by 1 stage. Fair play, but it's not going to do much against us. Extreme Speed on Pikachu. I only noted because I don't want to get knocked out by priority. Week 4. Politoed lead, counter Politoed. Flip Turn on Swampert I just thought was worth making a note of. And this is the game where we got a lot of notes on Archaludon. Its Stamina, no surprise. Electric Shot, no surprise. Assault Vest, no surprise. Body Press, 0 surprise. It is literally the most stereotypical Archaludon set I have ever seen. So, we're probably just going to see that. The other 2 moves it was running were Flash Cannon and Dragon Pulse, if you're curious. I just didn't think they were worth noting because they're just stab moves. It's expected at this point. Week 5, Politoed lead, Nasty Plot, Politoed, Nasty Plot, nope, Counter Politoed, Nasty Plot, Moltres, Thunder on Pikachu, and Power Up Punch Swampert. We learned nothing from that match. Absolutely nothing from that match. They won it too quick for us to learn anything. So, we'll just move on to our team. As you saw, we're bringing Ace. It's bringing Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, Swords Dance, and Stomping Tantrum. This thing can kill anything. After Rain is gone and Politoed is gone, you know, do I need to mention why I need Politoed gone? This thing can then just come in and sweep. As long as Rain is down and Politoed is gone, Ace just cleans up the match, undeniably. Next, we've got Fujitora. Fujitora is our resident Swampert counter. This thing will tank hits for days because it's a Cellar Stealer. And it's got Giga Drain, and 2 shots from Giga Drain kills. So I'm not overly worried about it. The only thing to worry about is Pikachu defensively, in which case if it's going for its Z move, I just click Protect. Like, turn 1 against Pikachu, I click Protect, and then if it's not the Z move, I switch. Like, it's not an issue. So next up, that's if they're bringing Pikachu, which I don't think they will. There's a chance that they bring it for Cell Stealer. But either way, with our special defense investment, if it's not bringing Catastrophika, it's not killing us anyway. Plus leftovers, Leech Seed, is healing. It's his normal Fujitora set. Now we got Frankie. Frankie is coming back again with Shadow Claw, Darkest Laria, Earthquake, Thunderfang. And it's Intimidate because I can. Choice Band because I need to get kills on certain things. Its attack stat is through the roof, its speed's pretty high. It's a potential counter to a few Pokemon that could come. Don't think they're going to come, it's just kind of a backup just in case they do. And it's a backup counter to Archaludon. The next Pokemon's my main counter to it, being Zora. If I was going to pick a Pokemon to put a crown on, it would be Zora, but I didn't see the need this week. Since everything's going to be playing on equal fielding for this game, I think it's going to be mainly a team effort. But Zora probably does deserve one, my mistake there. It's bringing Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, Vacuum Wave, Air Slash. You might be thinking, why is Cobalion, the very much so definitely physical attacker, bringing special moves? It's got base 90 in each attack. It can run either. This thing is only ever running special because of Archaludon's stamina, which worries me. Because Aura Sphere, if it's not running Assault Vest, which it probably is, will just do majority of its health, but because of our Assault Vest, we'll tank an Electroshot even if it's +2, I believe. Not 100% sure about that calc, but you never know. Aura Sphere, and if pretty much when we tank the hit, we just Vacuum Wave for the kill. And this thing's just going to be here to kill Archaludon. Archaludon's dead, and there's nothing within range for a Vacuum Wave. Zoro can die. I don't care. I love Cobalion, and I love Roronoa Zoro. He's my favourite One Piece character. But still. Now we've got Robin. Robin is probably the other Pokemon that deserves a crown. It's bringing Sunny Day, Energy Ball, Mystical Fire, Shadow Ball. Sunny Day is obvious why. If Politoed is on the field, we're clicking in Sunny Day no matter what, really. Maybe Energy Ball to potentially catch the Swampert in. We got Levitate, obviously. We got Focus Sash, specifically for Swampert in Rain. If Swampert is in Rain, it's going to see the kill. We obviously tank because Focus Sash, and then Energy Ball goes off and absolutely annihilates it because special attack is through the roof. And even if it doesn't, we've got Vacuum Wave on a certain Pokemon anyway. So, essentially this is the counter to Swampert. It's a decent help for Politoed later. Don't think it's going to be doing that much later anyway. Potentially though, Archaludon comes in, imagine this. Archaludon comes in expecting an Energy Ball or Shadow Ball from Robin. We click Mystical Fire, potentially in Sun, probably not though. And we just Mystical Fire it. Now its special attack is lowered by 1 stage, and now it can't pick up the kill on Robin, and it's one stage behind where it probably wants to be the entire match. It's just irritating. And Nell. I just thought the glasses were funny, by the way, so I just decided to put them on its head. Sorry if it looks cringe, but I just thought it would be funny. We're bringing Thunder and Hurricane because they will hit if it's rain. Hoping not to use these moves, really. Preferably. Moltres could be annoying. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I will be back on the slide now. So sorry about that. Okay, there we go. We're back to it. Sorry about that little issue. Thunder is here because of Moltres and Politoed. This is going to be our lead, by the way. I probably should have wrote that. If Politoed is coming, we're leading an L. Main issue is, that thing comes in, I click Thunder, they then switch into the stupid annoying Pokemon called, you know what Pokemon I'm talking about, is Swampert. With it, or they either bring in Swampert or they bring in Pikachu. We're choice spexed in, we can't do anything else, we're forced to switch and we'll get put on the back foot. I think Anel's probably going to be going in against Swampert. I don't think they're going to be leading Swampert though. I think they're going to switch straight out into Swampert when they see Anel, which is why we either click Hurricane or we just outright switch. It's basically here for Moltres. So guys, this is going to be our team for week 6. Sorry about the issues right at the end there with the slides. It happens. Sorry about that, guys. I will see you in week 6. We're currently in a decent positioning, actually, with 3 for 2, with, I believe, a +2 differential. Maybe it's +1, actually. I think it's +1. It's +1. So, we're not in a bad spot. We're not in the best spot, either. So, I'll see you in the fight, guys. Goodbye.